Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most controversial and talked about stories in conservative politics right now. The Charlie Kirk case, Erika Kirk's rise at Turning Point USA, Tim Dillon's brutal takedown, and those shady family mob ties that have everyone buzzing. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because we're going to break this all down step by step with all the details that the mainstream media isn't touching. This is a wild ride, full of spectacle, grief, conspiracy theories, and questions that just won't go away. Let's get into it. It all starts back on September 10th, 2025, at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Charlie Kirk, the founder of Turning Point USA, one of the biggest conservative youth organizations in the country, is out there doing what he does best, speaking at a campus event, debating, firing up the crowd as part of his American Comeback Tour. He's handing out hats, engaging with students, everything seems normal. Then, out of nowhere, a single shot rings out from a rooftop about 150 yards away. Charlie is hit in the neck, collapses on stage, and tragically, he doesn't make it. The whole thing is captured on video, goes viral instantly, and shocks the entire nation. The FBI quickly gets involved, and within days they arrest 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, a guy from Washington State with left-wing leanings. Authorities say he climbed a rooftop, fired that one shot from a high-powered rifle, then jumped down and fled. Robinson allegedly confessed in messages saying he had enough of his hatred, referring to Charlie's rhetoric. The official story is this was a lone wolf attack motivated by political differences. No bigger conspiracy, no coordinated plot. But almost immediately, questions start popping up. Why this university? Why now? And as more details emerge about Charlie's final days, things get complicated. Fast forward a few months to December 2025, and Turning Point USA holds its big annual conference, AmericaFest, in Phoenix, Arizona. This is the first major event since Charlie's death, drawing over 30,000 people, huge speakers like Vance, Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, even Nicki Minaj. It's supposed to be a tribute to Charlie, a way to carry on his legacy, but instead, it turns into this massive spectacle that leaves a lot of people scratching their heads. Erika Kirk, Charlie's widow, is now the CEO of TPUSA. She takes the stage in a glittering outfit, pyrotechnics exploding all around her, fireworks, confetti, spotlights. It's like a rock concert or WWE entrance. The crowd goes wild as she announces they're going to elect Vance in 2028, endorsing him way early, saying it's what Charlie would have wanted. They even bring out Nicki Minaj for a surprise appearance, more pyro, more hype. And get this, they set up a full replica of the tent Charlie was under when he was shot, right there at the convention, for people to take selfies and buy merch next to it. Merch with Charlie's face, freedom shirts, all that. Now, enter comedian Tim Dillon. On his podcast right after AmericaFest, he absolutely nails it. He calls the whole thing an abomination, says the right wing has turned into a bad reality show. He points out how weird it is that just 3 months after her husband is assassinated, Erika Kirk walks out to a pyrotechnic display in a sparkling pantsuit and starts talking about electing Vance. Tim says, "It's difficult for many people to relate to. It's not relatable. For people who talked about how Hollywood is out of touch, this looks a lot like Hollywood to most people." He compares it to Megan Thee Stallion twerking at a Kamala rally. Unsettling, choreographed, like you're being played for money. Tim emphasizes that nobody gets a pass. The speakers, the attendees, everyone involved, because it feels scripted, coordinated to rake in donations while putting on this flashy show, and Tim isn't alone. People like Dore, Ryan Matta, even Candace Owens echo this. They say TPUSA used to be grassroots, built by Charlie from the ground up with real debates, open discussions, bringing in voices no one else would platform. Charlie would host Change My Mind events on campuses, debate anyone. But now, it's Nicki Minaj on stage, Ben Shapiro headlining despite old beef with Charlie, pyro, and lights like a Vegas production. Charlie himself once said Nicki Minaj wasn't a good influence for young girls, yet here she is. And Erika endorsing Vance so soon, 3 years out, it signals TPUSA has no real power anymore, no leverage over politicians because they're pledging loyalty early without getting anything in return. But it goes deeper than just the flashiness. A lot of folks are asking if this is a hostile takeover. See, in the days before his death, leaked text messages from Charlie, confirmed authentic by TPUSA, show he was frustrated with Jewish donors. He wrote about losing a huge $2 million a year donation because he wouldn't cancel Tucker Carlson from an event. He said things like, "Jewish donors play into all the worst stereotypes," and "I won't be bullied," leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. Candace Owens released these texts, saying they were from just days before the assassination. Charlie was defending platforming Tucker and even considering bringing Candace back, despite backlash from pro-Israel donors. After Charlie's death, TPUSA shifts hard toward Israel-first messaging. Erika starts saying Shabbat Shalom, promoting a book on the Sabbath. Ben Shapiro, who Charlie reportedly couldn't stand, gets prime billing. Critics say the heart of the organization is gone, replaced by donor handlers pushing a specific agenda. Predictions are flying that TPUSA will fade into just another irrelevant think tank, losing the power it had to influence elections like it did for Trump. Now, let's talk about Erika Kirk herself, because this is where things get really shady. Erika presents as this devout Catholic traditional wife who stayed home, never really partied or dated much before Charlie. She talks about traditional roles, how wives should focus on family. But dig a little, and old photos and stories paint a different picture. Back in New York, she was out partying, concerts till 2 a.m., drinks flowing, even appeared on Bravo's Summer House reality show, went on dates. She was Miss Arizona USA, lived that pageant life with all the social scenes. Nothing wrong with that, but why downplay or scrub it when now preaching trad values? Then the family ties. The citizen journalists and ex-accounts uncover that Erika's aunt, Carla Francevy, married Jack Solomon, a big casino developer and deep pro-Israel donor. Jack was on the board back in 1995 for a new center for Jewish studies at Utah Valley State College, the very school that became Utah Valley University, where Charlie was killed. The center aimed to bridge Jews and Mormons, guide relations with Israel. Jack donated to Israeli museums, foundations, big player in that world, and Erika's cousin, or at least very close family, Nicole Rothstein, fully Jewish side of the family. Nicole publicly said half Erika's family is Jewish. They've celebrated holidays together. Old pics show Erika and Nicole partying hard. Madonna concerts, late nights in NYC. But the Rothstein name? It ties back to Arnold Rothstein, the infamous 1919 World Series fixer, Jewish mob kingpin who mentored Lucky Luciano, Meyer Lansky, all those legends. No direct proven link, but the surname and connections raise eyebrows, especially with casino ties through Jack Solomon. People are asking, does any of this pass the smell test? Erika is grieving widow running a massive org, but out there with pyro and early endorsements, hiding or downplaying a party past and Jewish family roots while pushing a devout Catholic image? The assassination at a university linked to her uncle's old board position? Charlie pulling away from pro-Israel donors right before he's gone, and now TPUSA fully on board with that agenda? Tim Dillon hit the nail on the head. This feels off, like a coordinated spectacle to keep the money flowing while the substance fades. Blue-collar conservatives who Charlie fought for don't relate to wealthy elites lecturing them amid fireworks and celebrity guests. Selling merch next to a replica death tent? Taking selfies there? It's creepy, disrespectful to Charlie's memory. Look, different people grieve differently, sure, but 3 months out, turning mourning into a glitzy show endorsing future presidents? And, with all these family connections surfacing, mob surnames, casino money, pro-Israel power players, the exact university, it's hard not to wonder what's really going on behind the curtain. TPUSA was special because Charlie made it about real talk, debates, grassroots power. Now it risks becoming just another grift, another out-of-touch elite club. People are waking up, seeing through the lights and smoke, the sausage-making is exposed, and a lot of folks aren't coming back unless real change happens. This story isn't over. Questions about the assassination linger. Was it really just a lone actor, or did those donor frustrations play a role? Erika's background doesn't add up in places. The shift in TPUSA feels forced. Tim Dillon called it a bad reality show, and honestly, he's spot on. It's entertaining from afar, but up close, uncomfortable, unrelatable, and leaving a lot of Charlie's supporters feeling played. What do you think? Is this the end of TPUSA as we knew it? Are these family ties just coincidences or something more? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Justice for Charlie Kirk, or is the truth getting buried under all the spectacle? If you want more deep dives like this, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay vigilant out there, folks. Peace.